WISH-TV, serving the 14th market in the nation with an eye toward the local look.
Wow, how about that, huh? For 7 decades, WISH TV has worked around the clock to bring local news into your homes with stories that impact you, your family, and the greater community. News 8's Corey Turner takes us on a journey of where we started and what's to come.
The roots of WISH TV are deep in Indianapolis, starting as a radio station. It evolved into the world of television news. The names speak for themselves. Patty Spitler, Jane Pauley, Mike Ahern, Debbie Knox. What began with 2 15-minute newscasts each day has morphed now into the station known for its local coverage. July 1st, 1954. At 5:56, the switch was thrown. At 6 p.m., WISH TV aired its first newscast. Founder Bruce McConnell, a former door-to-door cigarette and candy salesman, set out to build the most innovative and advanced television station in Indianapolis. First, a 1,000-foot transmitter on the city's east side at the time, the tallest in the country, sent WISH TV's signal and live programming as far away as Ohio. Then came videotape.
It takes a long time to process film, but here for the first time, instantaneous recording and playback.
At the 1956 National Association of Broadcasters convention in Chicago,
Bruce McConnell, who was then one of the owners, the local owners of Channel 8, was at that convention and saw the demonstration and was sufficiently impressed to order a machine off the floor. And so we were one of the first stations in the nation to own a videotape machine.
When WISH TV went on the air in 1954, newscasters Vince Leonard and later Richard Hickox delivered 2 15-minute newscasts a day from behind desk signs that clearly told you who their sponsors were.
2 other important bills were approved by the Senate.
Black and white news film back then was shot by a small team of photographers, and following the lead of Movie Tone and Pathé newsreels, there was always music in the background.
500 festival boosters were entertained last evening.
In fact, about the most innovative part of those early programs was Kay Field's see-through weather map.
The winds are out of the south at 14 miles per hour.
But by the mid-60s, the potential of television news was becoming clear. When Palm Sunday tornadoes ravaged the state in 1965, our live cameras were there.
A tornado is a devastating thing, and you don't really realize how devastating until you visit the aftermath.
There's something about seeing something live as it happens.
All hell's breaking loose, pardon the expression, out there, and you didn't know what was going to happen. So that was one of the biggest events in the history of live television news in Indianapolis that occurred that night.
That was Lee Giles, the nation's longest tenured news director of a television station, leading WISH TV's coverage for half of its existence. The event, Tony Kuritzis holding Richard Hall hostage in 1977, a gun wired to Hall's neck, and with the demand of a live press conference in exchange for Hall's freedom and life.
I want to apologize for having have to have done this, man.
WISH TV's 1970s also saw Elvis playing his last show, a blizzard we will never forget, a change in the very makeup of Indianapolis, and the debut of Jane Pauley.
One-stop shopping can save you time. It can also cost you money. If there was one store in town with all the lowest prices, there'd be one store in town with all the business.
In the 1980s, another technological first.
WISH was literally the first station in America to shoot with the brand new Sony Betacams. There's a picture of Bill Fisher climbed up on one of the towers in the back parking lot with the Betacam, holding the Betacam. And it was like, look what we can do. Nobody else can bring you pictures like this. This is what television should be like.
When do we go live with a story? When do we hold back? And perhaps most importantly, were the pictures arriving with such speed in your home, what do we say when they get there?
Throughout the 1990s, Debbie Knox and Mike Ahern, along with a dedicated staff throughout the building, told the stories that matter to Indianapolis most. And at the end of the decade, the century, that building, 1950 North Meridian, WISH TV's home since 1964, expanded, doubling in size and in capability. The new building was completed months before 9/11, when Wish's crews embedded with Indiana Task Force 1. Our crews joined them again as the task force searched for survivors of Hurricane Katrina. In 2014, Wish TV parted ways with its CBS affiliation and within 5 years returned to its roots once again as now the only locally owned television station in Indianapolis.
No doubt about it, it's been a long journey from the early days of news film to pictures on demand in the 1990s, from black and white to satellite.
To innovation and pioneering navigation of a digital world. For the rest of this year, Wish TV will be celebrating our anniversary through features, specials, and never-before-seen video from our archives. We invite you to join us as we celebrate 70 years of telling Indy's story, your story, our Wish TV story. You can also head to our website, wishtv.com. There we have special features and behind-the-scenes views at Wish TV through the years. Here's to another 70. I'm Dakari Turner for Wish TV, wishtv.com. Follow us on Facebook for updates.